Well, good morning. My name is Jessica, one of the pastors at Twin Lakes, and as always, it's great to join you for today's daily video Devo. Hopefully this last weekend you were able to catch Renee's sermon on Love is Patient. If not, you can find it online at tlc.org and also on YouTube and probably on Facebook. But it was on patience, and I don't know about you, but patience for me has always been one of those qualities that I really want to possess, but I don't want to go through the process of developing it, right? Like, I want to be patient now. I want instant patience, which is kind of silly because basically I'm impatient to become patient. But that's not how it works, right? Patience, growing in patience requires practicing patience, and practicing patience requires pausing, breathing deeply, and squelching that impulse to be impatient. And I know my impulse for impatience is pretty strong. I am not naturally the most patient person. I want to get things done and I want things to move. But as the mom of 2 young kids, I have plenty of opportunities every day to practice patience, some days more than others. And then, there's some experiences that lend themselves to growing in patience, say taking your family skiing, right? Like anytime you add kids and snow and ski gear, it's like a recipe for practicing patience. So back in February, Drew and I went to Tahoe and we took our kids skiing for the first time. Our kids are 4 and 2. And it was really fun and it was really challenging and it took a lot of patience. From the time we arrived in the parking lot to the time we got on our first lift to go up the magic carpet, an hour had passed by. And it's not because we had to walk a really far distance. It's because we had to get the kids in their ski gear, get all of our ski gear out. We had to go to the bathroom, which took about 15 minutes just by itself. And then we had to figure out how we were going to manage the kids and the gear. But there we were. We were finally ready to ride that magic carpet and go down the bunny slope for the first time. And not surprisingly, our 2 kids have 2 very different personalities. Logan is calculated and cautious, and Clara is just full throttle all the time. And both of them were skiing for the first time. And so a pattern began to emerge, especially with Logan, as we were skiing. And it went a little bit like this. Like as he was going up the lift, it was like, resist, 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 resist. Ski down. Oh, this is so fun. I love skiing. Resist, 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 resist. Can we do this again tomorrow, Dad? And I watched Drew patiently encourage Logan up the lift every time and then ski down with him and then do it again and again and again. And I realized I'm not really that different than Logan, and maybe you're like me. For whatever reason, I have a pretty strong tendency to resist things. Yet God, in his wisdom and patience, doesn't abandon me. He stays with me, encouraging me, guiding me, because he knows I'm going to enjoy the experiences that he's leading me through, right? In Exodus 34, 6-7, God is describing himself to Moses, and this is what he says about himself. He says, the Lord, gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. And slow to anger, it's a synonym for being patient, right? And this is one of the first words God says about himself to Moses. It's at the core of who he is. And reflecting on how patient God is with me, even in the midst of my stubborn resistance, it's humbling when I truly realize the extent to which I have been on the receiving end of endless patience. It motivates me to be a model of that patience to others, to those around me. And not so that they go, oh, Jessica, she's such a patient person, but that through me, they see God's patience and that he is eternally patient with us. I hope this encourages you, and I hope you have a great day.